We out here getting radioactive. See this sexy motherfucker?
This guy. This guy he's talking about.
Old ladies just driving backwards on the wrong side of the freeway, like waiting for disaster. Just the things you see driving across the United States are amazing. People should really get out more and try it.
Where we at, Nikki?
Missouri.
Where are we going?
The river.
And what are we doing tomorrow?
Qualifying.
For what?
I think.
Sick.
Shut-ins, and we were doing a little bit of cliff jumping, and we stumbled across Mr. Rattlesnake. He's pretty majestic. I don't know exactly what kind he is, but he's definitely a rattlesnake. He hasn't rattled at us not once. We also haven't bothered him. Nature's fucking rad, even when it's deadly.
From the Vita Valley J. Vallejo, nigga with the fist and pistol play. Vallejo, nigga. Rep the bay till I'm old and gray. Vallejo, nigga. But at the end of the day, I'm a Vallejo, nigga. I'm from the Vita Valley J. Vallejo, nigga with the fist and pistol play. Vallejo, nigga. Rep the bay till I'm old and gray. Vallejo, nigga. But at the end of the day, I'm a Vallejo, nigga.
What's up, buddy?
Just going out for first practice of FD Missouri. Track looks fast. They've moved some clips around since our first drivers meeting, which Robbie Nishida just came up and told me about. So hopefully it makes the track look a little better. I can definitely tell you that this is going to be a horsepower track. There's a long stretch from the second inner clip to the third inner clip. So we'll see how well we can stretch our legs out.
Gotta be made for this, can't be no sucker or no coward. Sock it to my pocket like a rocket. Bitch, I can turn a hoe without a socket. With my hands behind my back, demonstrate my wordplay. I can mack a batch with 1 2 and a 2. California to go bankrupt. That's why we be moving the block like a tip. Forbes magazine, number 9 most miserable. I'm from the Vita Valley Jack. Vallejo, nigga with the fist and pistol play. Vallejo, rep the bay till I'm old and gray. Vallejo, but at the end of the day, I'm a Vallejo. I'm from the Vita Valley Jack. Rep the bay till I'm old and gray. But at the end of the day, I'm a Vallejo.
Somehow the car never works at FD. It's like the worst omen ever. I have no idea. The car won't even start right now. It just wants to smoke out of the tailpipe and not start. Yeah, all the way. We're gonna try to get it started. I know what it's gonna do. It's gonna smoke extremely bad out of the exhaust. Like, for whatever reason, the turbochargers puke oil into them, and it happens at no given time to where there's consistency. It's completely random. This time, all we did was start the car, idle it to the line, and shut the car off. And Jake actually pushed the car, thinking, let's not let the car idle, and it actually wouldn't start back up, and it wants to smoke. But after the run, we shut the car down, restarted the car for the second run, and the car didn't want to start. And it does this thing where if you let it sit and idle or get it really hot and turn it off, it loads the exhaust track up with oil. Probably the intake track too. It probably loads the intercooler up full as well. And then when I restart it, it just sits and smokes and dumps a ton of oil out of the exhaust. And I haven't been able to get any good answers from anyone on why it happens. Otherwise, I would resolve the issue if it was fixable, or if I knew what to fix. It's a dry sumped motor, so I would think it would be retrieving the oil out of the bottom of the turbos. It does have a lot of oil pressure, but there are small restrictors in the turbos. We've went through the ropes of doing the restrictors the correct size. But as you can see right here, everything has got oil running out of it. And the confusing part is how it works at home every single time, except for when we drive like 2,000 miles. It's like my car is either mad at me for not unloading it on the road trip and bringing it to these swimming holes with us. We're like doing these hikes without it, and maybe it's in the trailer, just mad. I don't know. It's like such a love-hate relationship. Like, God, I hate you. And then fuck, when you run right, God, I love you.
We are going to take the intercooler off to see how much oil is in it before the oil gets into the engine, to diagnose our problem further.
100% that's what's happening.
So right now we're pouring race gas into the intercooler to clean out the oil that was dripping in from the turbos.
Well, we didn't change the line, we just added a 2 psi minimum restrictor.
told Jason I
Yo, you're sweating a lot.
Just thinking about V8s, and twin turbos, America, bald eagles, killing tires. You ever just sweat thinking about how great America is?
Some pretty good runs. The first one I kind of jumped to inner apex. What's up, bro?
Hey, buddy.
The second run, that was awesome. The second run definitely will get us in the show, so I'm pretty confident. Car makes extreme power, so I have faith that we just resolved whatever issue that we had. We'll know when we start it up this time. If it smokes, then that part that we just spent all that hassle going and buying and putting on, you know, would have been for nothing. But at this point I really think that it helped. The motor felt like it had a lot more power through the whole RPM band, and I mean, that second pass we just absolutely cooked this course.
I just felt a raindrop. And having 200 horsepower in the wet is like having 1,000. So having 1,000 horsepower in the wet is like having 5,000 horsepower. It looks like we're having a power steering leak again. We have a few hours to get it figured out. Not worried about it at all. Look, this guy's just sitting in the porta potty. swapping out a line, and it's off. Now we just need to pull it off from up there, change it, go back out.
If there's lightning, they won't be able to run competition tonight because the helicopter for safety won't be able to land. It's like an FIA thing. So if this keeps going, we're gonna be hanging out. So Jake got this line off, and is what we found is the line is actually cracked on the inboard side, which is, I mean, this was a brand new line for this round. This did not come from our sponsor, Phoenix Industries. We had to buy this basically on the road here to use. And this is exactly why we use Phoenix fittings, right here.
12 seconds later.
That's all you've got, motherfucker!
So it's literally, I think it's flooding. I'm pretty scared. It's lightning outside. It doesn't sound that far away either. So earlier today, about 15 minutes ago, we had to evacuate the spotters tower and grandstands because of the lightning.
They canceled this last night because of rain out, so today we're going to get in the car and do comp in front of the big guys, which I'm kind of excited about because that's how I think this show should go. I think they should run us in front of the big guys so that we get to drive in front of the big crowds. That's what our sponsors want. So they're going to get that today, which is awesome. Time to shake and bake.
Versus Crick, Filippi. Crick, Jonathan out front. Jonathan put down a solid second run to better his incomplete on his qualifying run. Crick, Filippi in that turbocharged V8, really applying the pressure. Are on and they are extinguished. We got a clean start here. Hurst, I think, giving himself quite a bit of room here. Might end up biting him as a little late initiation there for Hurst, but Crick right on time. Rolls through that power alley into this outer zone. Crick tight to the front clip. Looks like Hurst taking it out as Crick attempts to get to the outside zone. Going to the judges, Ryan, Andy, and Brian. Andy says Crick, as does Ryan. It is unanimous as Crick Filippi gets the victory.
So we're here at FD St. Louis. I just got my first tandem win against Jonathan Hurst. We're getting ready to go out for top 8. We have Jake fueling and putting tires on the car. Let's see who we go against next. Let's get this.
Crick being left in the dust. Alec Robbins throwing a tail here. Takes a very shallow line. This is Robbins and Crick. Filippi. Crick out front. Now remember, this is a tire change. This is the halfway through. Oh, and Crick, a major mistake there out front. You see him get into the road now. So that is hard to chase for Alec Robbins. So like I said, Ryan, this is the second half of this battle. Crick standing on it. You could hear him. Sounded like a truck right there. And slide up left for Crick Filippi and right for Robbins. And there it is. So that's unfortunately all she wrote for Crick Filippi.
We just finished our top 16 competition here at FD St. Louis. I made it through Jonathan Hurst in the top 16 to go against Robinson in the top 8. His lead run, he debeated a tire. FD actually allowed him to change the tire. In my follow run, I bobbled. It made me straighten. He actually got the win. I thought we would one more time because of a 0-0, but apparently that's not how it works. All in all, it was a good event. Best finish the team has done. So we're gonna bring it to FD Texas. Running the wall here on the Indy Club.
Oh shit, we got
gas, we got gap sauce, HGK, and red.
Red Dan.
Red.
Right there.
We really just got passed by Red Dan.
Guys done?
Yeah.
That's where you headed.
California.
Travel safe.
We will.
I want you guys to be safe.
Right on.
All right.
Thank you.
Take care, man. Thanks for coming out.
Cali, California, NorCal. It's only like a little 2,200 mile hook.
It's 2200.
That's a long drive. So
Right?
careful.
We will. Thank you. Thank you. We'll be back.
Meet you guys. Absolutely, man. We'll be back.
Awesome.
Have fun.
So this is a Mustang tandeming with another Mustang. The only thing worse than one Mustang is two.
I wish I had a Mustang. That's where we are. This is how you navigate America for you people that don't know. Use a map. This GPS telling you where to go. Man, you just drive around lost, letting some computer tell you where to go. Like, ain't nobody bossing me around, bro. I'm picking on the map where I'm going. You're plotting my courses out.
We're going there.
We're going to Sioux City. Sioux City. We're going. Look, he's rolling. That's sad. Why would you just shoot these
When the baby cries out in the middle of the night, there's no place like home. You search for medicine without any light, there's no place like home. You jump out of bed on an upturned track, come a slide downstairs in the middle of the back, there's a white collar now, oh hurry up, get there. There's no place like home.
So we just hiked into Hippie Springs. It's getting close to dark. We wish we bought a tent. So we got a beautiful waterfall. And here in a minute we're going to get in the water, check depth, and see if we can jump. Hippie Hole, South Dakota. That's definitely worth doing again.
I tried to fly. I can't.
Yeah, I just wanted a picture.
Hey, are you selling these pictures?
We probably got about 22, 24 hours on the road left.
I'm just out here staying shitty. Plug Sideshow Town. Sponsor me.
There's no speed limit. We're letting Nicky drive the Super Duty on the salt flats. You know, he knows how to drive. He wants to drive. We've been on this crazy 9-day trip. Let him drive.
I'm from Vallejo, California.